What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we continue the Gauntlet Series for the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 earbuds. And their next opponent, I pull these guys back out from the depths of my collection. I still think they're a solid underdog pair for me. They are the Tranya Novas. So this should be a really good head-to-head. I'm very interested to see how this fares out. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back in. For those who want to see price specs and app breakdown for each of these earbuds, I'll leave links in the description below for my unboxing videos for both. That way you can go ahead and check that out and come on back and join us for this head-to-head. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's pull one of each of these guys out. They are both of the stem style. See if I can, well, it won't stay open. All right, like I was saying, they are both of the stem style form factor. As you can see here, we got the Tranya Novas here on the right. We got the Aurvana Ace 2s here on the left. And as you can see, very similar as far as style. Just some slight tweaks to them. As you can see, the noise canceling speaker here on the top. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Novas, or excuse me, the Aurvana Ace 2s. Very comfortable. I love the translucent option here where you can see the inner workings of the earbud. It goes all the way down the stem. Very nice, very comfortable earbuds. So I love the look here. You got, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you got the Creative logo there as well. All right, let's take a quick look at the Tranyas. Again, very similar in mold, the way they are shaped and everything. Of course, you got the Tranya logo here at the top, Tranya branding down here at the bottom of the stem. Again, very comfortable. All right, again, I like the way these both stem styles have grown on me a bit. So I really do like these two. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab my phone real quick and we're going to take a look at both of these in the ear. All right, and here we are looking at the Tranya Novas in the ear. As you can see, it doesn't take up a lot of the ear well, but you know, the stem moves just a little bit further outside the ear area. So it gets the mic closer to your mouth. So when you're making phone calls, of course, you got the touch surface up here at the top where the logo is. And as you can also see the actual branding. Again, very light earbud, very comfortable for long-term use. And here's a look at the the Aurvana Ace 2s. Man, these naming conventions. Again, almost identical to the Tranya Novas as far as how they sit in the ear. You can definitely tell only difference is you got your noise canceling speaker or mic here. The stem basically goes pretty much the same distance as the Tranya Novas. You got your logo down here at the bottom. And of course, your touch surface is right here, right below the speaker. Also very comfortable to wear long term. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and continue our testing, and then we'll come back with that sound test. Stay strapped in.
This is a mic test with the Tranya Nova earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Tranya Nova earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Tranya Nova earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Tranya Nova earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, we are out back in my yard. We got the Tranya Novas in the ear. Right now I'm in ambient mode. We got sound from traffic over this way. We got AC units running back here in the back, dogs barking, kids playing. So we got a good test bed here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these guys in noise canceling mode. Right now I'm in ambient mode and I can hear everything. Again, No music is being played at the time of this. It's just the strength of the noise canceling. So let's go ahead and get that in. All right, we are normal now. All right, now we are officially in noise canceling mode. And I have to admit, it is not bad. For keeping it 100, I did switch to the larger ear tips for a better seal, but they're pretty good. Are they Sony Bose level? No, but you do get good noise canceling out of them, especially for the price. It's not bad. All right, again, no music is being played, no audio of any kind is being played while I'm doing this test. This is strictly the strength of the ANC, and like I said, not bad. All right, again, this has been ANC Test for the Tranya Novas. All right, we are out for an active noise canceling test with the Aurora, excuse me, Aurvana Ace 2 earbuds by Creative. You see I have them in the ear. All right, right now I am in ambient mode, and these mics are picking up everything. It sounds really clear. I can hear all the traffic around me. I can even hear my hat is brushing up against the mics. You can actually hear that too, which is very nice, meaning it's very clear, it's very sensitive. So what we're gonna do now real quick is we're gonna go ahead and put these guys in, excuse me, adaptive noise mode, canceling mode. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, now ANC has been turned on. It does deaden a lot of the ambient sound. Very clear, not clear, sorry, but very, very nice job. Could be better in some aspects points. Like I just had a big rig truck or a big box truck ride past, and I could pick that up. But some of the smaller vehicles, like your normal sedans and minivans, are pretty quiet. Does a really, really good job at it. Again, no audio is being played during this test, and I did switch out to the larger ear tip for a better seal. One, as far as wearing them, and also helps with audio as well. So it's good. I would give it let's say out of 1 to 10, I'll give it a solid 7 as far as noise canceling or adaptive noise canceling when it comes to these earbuds. Again, it's not flooding, it's not wiping out all sound, but you do get a good bit out. And of course, when you're playing audio, whatever is being bled through now will disappear. So this has been a active noise canceling test for the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 earbuds. All right, we are back in. We got the Tranya Novas all paired up and everything. We are in the app. As you can see, we are currently in ambient mode here. Let me go ahead and show you my EQ settings. This is the setting that I have there. I don't know why my XM5s want to reconnect. They're not part of this. I'll take care of that real quick. But this is the setting that they're on. Okay, let me see, make sure yep, there we go. Just wanted to make sure. I am using my own personalized settings for these guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, first off, we're going to go ahead and get in here and get this squared away. Make sure, all right, so it's not on. Okay, got that notification, just want to double check. So now we want to go ahead and turn noise canceling on. Got the notification. Noise canceling has been turned on. And we're going to go ahead and get into our sound test here. Sorry about that. Had something to take care of. So as I was saying, we'll go ahead and get into our noise canceling. All right. I already showed you my equalizer settings. So we're going to go ahead and get into our music here. I didn't have it queued up. That's my bad. All right, we're back in. Got that issue with Deezer all squared away. So now we're in our app. Let's go ahead and make sure we are at our optimal listening level. Okay, we're there. All right, we're using the Tranya Novas. Like I said before, the case won't stay open. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, nice, nice bright volume. Sounds little little bassy. Like I guess even with my settings, it's not as clear. Sounds a little muffled, but you got great, nice volume, nice natural volume. Now we got the rest of the background instruments coming in. Again, the clarity isn't there, but the bass is definitely that cello. When it hits that chord, man, that's that nice little rumble. Again, not as clear, but I like the fact that you got great volume. Now we got the background singers coming in. Okay, I can literally turn this down a notch. Now the clarity starting to improve a little bit. Still sounds a little more, has like a little bit more low end, but let me close that. All right. Sounds like it has a little bit more low end, even though my EQ settings has it, just let me get back in there and make sure. Yeah, there's my low end. My low end is down there too. I might have to drop that a little bit lower, but I like the fact that we've got how naturally the volume, natural sound is on these guys. You got a nice natural volume coming out of these earbuds, which is a plus. But then I may have to tweak the low end just to bring out more clarity on the mids and highs. But again, still really good sound. Just needs a fine tuning, in my opinion. Hopefully, we can get that in. Let's go ahead and get to our second song. I do like the way it sounds. It just needs to be a little bit more clear. All right, here we go. All right, now, all right, I'm gonna move this back up to the setting I had previously before I turned it down. But that bass thump, it's a nice thump, and the reverberation or the sub bass, that little rumble at the end, it fades away, but it cuts off too soon. Doesn't finish the whole fade out. And again, vocals that seems a little muffled. I'm definitely may have to tweak that, but you got great volume. I'm really liking the fact that I don't have to turn these things up near 100 in order to get the volume that I want out of them. Very clean. I like that when I say clean, I mean the bass drop. The bass drop is very clean on these. All right. Again, vocals are good, not as clear. Again, that could be EQ setting there as well. But I do like the bass on that one. All right. Now let's go ahead and get into our final song. Here we go. Oh, wrong song. Here we go. All right. Now this is where that warmth really pays off. You've got a nice warm start off with the keyboard and drums. Now we got the lead saxophone in. Sounds good. I think it could be a little bit more crisp or a little bit more clear, cleaner, but it's a good sound. Yeah, it's definitely a good sound. I'm sorry about that. I'll just into the song a little bit. Here comes the high note. Okay, sounds good. Now we got the rest of the band coming in. Now this is where that low end kind of pays off for these earbuds, because now with the rest of the background instruments in, the sound stage opened up, and you got a really really good sound. But again, I'm definitely definitely going to have to tweak the EQ to get a little bit more brightness, not brightness, but get a little bit more of the mids and highs in, because like the natural volume is fantastic on these earbuds. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm gonna go ahead and get these swapped out. We're gonna get the Aurvana Ace 2s. I don't know why I fumble over that name. We're gonna get these guys in and do the sound test. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the Aurvana Ace 2s in the air. We're in the app. Currently, we are in ambient mode. Let me go ahead and show you guys my EQ settings for these guys. All right, kind of like the V shape. That's the way I prefer them. I think I get the best sound out of these guys. I am going to, let's see. We're going to turn down the bass here a little bit. Actually, you know what? We're going to leave it up like that. We're going to leave it like that. I was thinking about just tweaking that, but I'll do that off camera and see how that does. All right, so we'll save that. All right, we'll make sure that's locked in. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and go over to adaptive noise canceling. All right, we got adaptive noise canceling turned on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and jump into our song. First of all, make sure we in our optimal listening level. All right, we're there. Let's go. All right. All right, right off the bat. Not as bright a sound as the Tranyas, but you do got nice clean vocals. The vocals seem a little clearer, a little cleaner than the Tranyas. All right, now the piano was okay, not as crisp, but that's fine. We got the background instruments coming in, and that cello, the bass from that sound is a nice rumble. There it is again, very nice. Now I didn't notice with the Tranyas that cello chord, it actually hits twice. But I picked it up here on the Aurvana Ace 2, so that's a good detail. And now here we go with the background vocalist. And again, picking up the detailing of the instruments. It's very nice. Again, got the violin. It's a little bit clear of sound. Not as bright as far as natural volume, but you do got a clearer sound than the Tranya Novas. But again, I think with some tweaking, I think we could do that. We can improve on that with the Novas, but I digress. Let's go ahead and get into our second song. Oh man, that bass is next level. It's hitting hard, and the reverbing fades away nicely. The fade away is nice. It's longer than the Novas, but that bass is it's rattling. I just wish that we had a little in this song here. I wish we had a little bit brighter sound for the mids and highs. But it sounds really good. All right. Again, vocal sounds really clean. I just wish it was a little bit brighter. That bass is really nice. I could listen to that bass all day. But again, I just wish it was a little bit louder naturally as far as the vocals and everything. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get into our third song. Let's see where we at. Here we go. All right, here we are. Now this is where not being as bright comes in is a positive, because I like the way that the warm sound start off. But in the same token, it's still hurting the sound of the lead saxophone. It sounds like it's more recessed than out in front, as it should be. Other than that, it's a good sound. But I just wish he's had a little bit brighter mids and highs. Here's a high note. All right, very very nice, but again, sounds a little recessed. Sounds like, and then we got the rest of the band coming in. Again, still making, in my opinion, feels like the lead saxophone is a little recessed. All right. But again, I love the lows. I love the bass from the low end. I love that. I just wish we had a great combination there between these two, between the mids and highs. I wish there was a happy medium in there to make these guys sound incredible. All right, so what we're going to do is we go ahead and get this all cleaned up. Whoops. And then we're going to come back and talk about these and see who the winner is. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. Let's go ahead and talk about these guys. Let's start off with the Tranya Novas. Overall, I like the overall natural volume of these guys. These guys get very, very loud. I love it. I just love the fact that I don't have to turn up my volume to 100 in order to get great sound. Excuse me. However, it sounded, the low end is more dominant the higher the volume level goes. I think there's a way in the EQ setting that I can use to go ahead and tweak these to make them sound even better. I'm definitely going to have to do that, because I don't want to lose out on that natural volume that they have. If there's a way that I can make this sound a lot cleaner, a lot clearer, as far as vocalists and instruments, as far as your horns and strings and everything, if I can get them to be a lot more cleaner and clear, but not lose that sub bass rumble in the songs that I need it, that low end, I'm all for it. So I do like that. It was prominent in the first song where the vocalists sound muffled. The piano wasn't as crisp at the beginning. It did pay off in the second song with the deep bass, the hard thump, and the reverb. Although it did cut short, it still had a nice little flow to it. As far as the sub bass rumble, it's reverberation actually, but I call it a little rumble there. I like that. But again, the vocals, although nice, sound a little muffled and everything. So again, and then we're going to go ahead and move to the third song. Again, I like the warm beginning with the keyboard and drums, but again, the lead saxophone sound just muffled. It wasn't recessed or anything. It just sounded a little muffled. It wasn't as crisp as I would have liked it. So we're going to go, so as of right now, that's what they sound like. I really, really appreciate the fact that these guys have such a nice natural brightness of their volume, rather. It gets really loud. I really appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the Aurvana Ace 2s. Now, these guys, they are almost similar on that track of the Novas here, but they do give me a little bit more bass, a little bit more clarity, as far as the mids and highs. I mean, they can still use the work uh, as far as matching the bass that they have. Again, let's go. Let's talk about the first song. Again, you you got good. Um, Let me see. You got good mids and highs on that. The vocals were a lot more out in front, a lot more clear than on the Novas. As far as as far as going with the song, I wish they were a little bit more brighter, so we could bring out the background instruments a little bit more. The cello bass though is on point. Definitely, when they hit that, the cello, the musician hits that chord with the cello, and it gives you that rumble, that little, it's there, it's nice. Now I enjoy it, and then of course when you got the background vocalist coming in, again you wish it was a little bit more brighter, and that way you get more detailing and more clarity out of the vocalist. And then in the second song, they really shine with that low end. The bass thump on that is so good. Oh my goodness. I mean, and then you got the reverb. It goes a little longer. Oops, sorry. Almost dropped them. It goes a little longer than the Novas, but it still cuts off more sooner than I would like. But it sounds so good. It sounds so good. That thump, that bass hit is just remarkable. But then once the vocals come in, and then you're like, you know, I want you want the brightness of the mids and highs to match the bass, and you just want that. You definitely just want that, and man, you want that counterweight with the bass because it sounds so good. All right, and then going into our third song, again, nice warm start. The the lead saxophone sound recessed, like it was pushed to the back, and to prop up the bass or the low end on these guys, and it was it was a miss for me. I gotta find that balance in these guys where I get the brightness, where I can get that lead saxophone to sound how it should, but not lose the low end, and I completely wash it out in order to get what I want. I shouldn't have to do that, but again, I would definitely have to do that with these guys. All right, so both of them had pretty good showings here. And if I had to choose which one to go with, I would, on sound alone, I would call this a draw. I would absolutely call this a 100% draw because they both have their ends, their up, their pluses and minuses, and they basically what's the word? They're basically the yin and yang. Like, for instance, the Novas have the brightness of sound and everything. The bass is okay, but they definitely got a good bass, or a good, excuse me, not good bass, but a nice bright natural volume to them, which brightens their songs and everything like that. Whereas the Aurvana Ace 2s have the bass, have the hard hitting bass that you want, but they do not have the brightness that Nova has. So if we could combine these two, the features of these two, we would have a great sounding earbud, to be honest, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this one a draw because they both, like I said, have their pluses and minuses. And outside of that, I think they're on equal footing. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right, so this has been Gauntlet Series episode number 3 for the the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 earbuds. Man, that naming convention always gets me. And their opponent in this one, the Tranya Novas, had to bring these guys out. I thought this would be a great head-to-head, and it lived up to that in my opinion. As far as the sound and everything goes, if you guys and girls, let me put that back, like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell. That way you guys can be notified when videos like this and others drop. And make sure you go ahead and share the these videos with your friends, family, anybody who may be interested in head-to-head challenges with headphones, earbuds. Well, earbuds now. I'll have some head-to-heads with some headphones coming up soon as well. So make sure you're tuned in for that. And I will see you on the next one. The Aurvana Ace 2s, they got some battles coming up. Stay tuned. Peace.